Billie Dee Williams is back in the headlines. Y'all remember a while back, maybe a year or two ago, Billie Dee Williams was in the headlines because he had people thinking that he was gender fluid and that he was queer and that he was coming out as such. And he later cleaned it up and said that's not what he was saying at all. But Billie Dee Williams is clearly good now at making headlines, getting attention for saying stuff that maybe he shouldn't say because it doesn't seem to be always what he means. But this time, Billie Dee Williams ain't talking gender. He ain't talking sexuality. He's talking blackface. He's talking blackface. Billie Dee Williams gave an interview with Bill Maher. His podcast is called Club Random. And Billie Dee Williams, who y'all know from all kinds of things, from selling Colt 45 to being, uh, you know, on Star Wars. He talked about watching Laurence Olivier in 1965's Othello. If you remember, when Sir Laurence Olivier played Othello, he wore blackface. And so Billie Dee said, when Olivier did Othello, I fell out laughing. He stuck his ass out and walked around with his ass, because black people are supposed to have big asses. I thought it was hysterical. I loved it. I love that kind of stuff. Now, that's already a lot of things going on. For the people who were thinking about the sexuality stuff, him talking about Olivier sticking his ass out probably was a flag for them. I don't care about that. Love who you love. Do your thing. What was noteworthy for me was the fact that he thought the blackface was okay. Billie Dee actually thought the blackface was okay. And even Bill Maher stepped in and said, today they would never do that. They would never let you do it. And he said, why? Bill Maher was like, blackface? Again, this is Bill Maher talking. I'm not saying Bill Maher's racist. I'm just saying Bill Maher says wild shit sometimes. He said, blackface? You think people could do blackface now? Billie Dee said, why not? You should do it. If you're an actor, you should do anything you want to do. Now you got Bill Maher replying. Bill Maher said, but Billie Dee, you're 87 years old. He said, you actually lived in a period where you couldn't play the parts you should have played. In other words, he's saying, you idiot, respectfully. You're encouraging people to wear blackface. The man was wearing blackface, taking a job from a black actor, and you were old enough to play that role. Why would you want to see that? Why would you want to see your own oppression? They got me agreeing with Bill Maher. That's not what I want. Billie Dee says, the point is that you don't go through life feeling like, quote, I'm a victim. I refuse to go through life saying to the world, I'm pissed off. I'm not going to be pissed off 24 hours a day. Billie Dee, no one's asking you to be pissed off. But you took it 50 steps beyond just not being pissed off. You stood up and said that you liked it, that you laughed at it, that you were entertained by it. You didn't just say, hey, there's some racist shit happening and I'm not going to let it consume me. You're saying there's some racist shit and I liked it, I laughed at it, I clapped at it, and I'm inviting more people to do the racist shit. That is unthinkable. That is indefensible. That is disgusting. And it wasn't the first point, even in that conversation with Billie Dee went there. Early on in the conversation, he said, if I'm going to be creative, let me be creative as an individualist. I don't want to do anything based on this whole idea that you're a black person, you're a white person, and things of that nature. I'm an artist. I'm a creative entity in this life. Billie Dee is trying to do some colorblind, I'm old as hell and I'm trying to revise life type stuff. And again, I love Billie Dee Williams. I admire Billie Dee Williams. That's why it's so sad to see somebody at 87 moving down this road talking about something he wishes to see more blackface. Now, he's out on the road promoting his book. And when he tells you what happened in his life, when he's making Lady Sings the Blues in 72, when he's making Mahogany in 75, there was so much racism for actors. And again, you ain't got to be kicking and screaming about the racism. You ain't got to be pouting about it. You ain't got to be wallowing in self-pity. But you could for sure simply not celebrate when people are making a fool out of you by putting cork on their face and stealing your job. Because it's not just that you say, I'm a mind my own business. They are taking your business. They are dressed up in blackface and taking the business. Pause. And you all are okay with that? Oh, come on. This is not okay, Billie Dee Williams. I don't even understand. when they get a certain age, I saw this with our dear brother Quincy Jones as well. As he started getting older, he just started telling people business, saying stuff that didn't quite make sense, doing stuff that didn't add up. I don't know if this is like a mental breakdown or if they just telling the truth. Either way, I'm not with it. So, Mr. Billie Dee, I love you. You're my hero, but I'm gonna have to give you 2 thumbs down on that blackface thing. I have no idea what you were thinking, and I have no idea why you would be saying something like that.